All right, here we are. The day has come. And in celebration, I have myself a Stella Artois. Believe me, they're not sponsoring me. I'm not saying this is the beer to get while you're on the treadmill. I'm just saying it's the beer that I like. All right, I know why you're all here today. I should have did a live. Next time I'll do something live. Let's go ahead and turn this on. And let's get to it. You're here today to learn how to install the Peloton app. I'm just gonna let this run. I might have a little bit of editing to do afterwards, but I promised that you would get this on Mother's Day. Mother's Day, May 10th, 2020, and I'm trying to keep my promise. I spent most of the day with my wife. We did a little bit of shopping. I wore my face mask when I left. You might hear some piano in the background. That's my daughter practicing. She's actually pretty good. All right, iFit. Let's do it. All right. So, as you know, just going to show you that it works, and you've already seen it. This is beautiful, it really is. The fact that our machine, our NordicTrack incline trainers can do so much. It truly is amazing. My son must be gaming. It's taken quite a while. Or maybe Peloton found out that I installed this and they said, we're stopping you. All right, here we go. Let's see if there was actually any live classes, if you don't mind. I know you're waiting, but let's see. It's May 10th at 8:52. Oh, okay. The next live class is 8:50. It looks like it's an encore. So, anyway, so you've seen this before. I'll do a real quick. We'll do a quick walking, so that you see that it works. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a pinky by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother said to pick this one, and you are not it. Well, you are it today. We're doing a 30-minute power walk with Selena Samuela. See if this works. Oh, you know what I did? I actually was getting ready to stand on the side, thinking that my X22i was getting ready to start.
Let's talk about our tread.
I'm not sure if you can tell. Can you see the quality?
On the right, we have our speed knob. Rock and roll that knob forward. We go faster. Roll that knob back.
Let's
and
go ahead
slow it down. On the left,
go here.
Is our incline. When you roll that knob forward, you go up the hill. When you roll it back, you come back down the hill. There are jump buttons in the center of those knobs on the speed side and on the incline side.
I'm really excited to bring you these instructions, so bear with me. I just have to prove that this works. The proof of concept is extremely important whenever you are getting ready to present your results. A proof of concept, I believe, is extremely important. So, if you really want to get right down to the install instructions, look in the description. I'll give you a time hack. Just press on the time hack and it'll take you straight there. Otherwise, we're going to wait for iFit to come up.
So, a walk could mean something different for a lot of people, right? Let's find it somewhere.
I'm going to change to my name so that I get credit.
And a 3.5 because I don't want to take it into a
I'm wondering how much CPU or memory or whatever is being taken by the Peloton, because things do seem to be moving a little slower. All right, let's start a manual. The default is a 3-minute warm-up. Does anybody actually use those 3 minutes? I know I don't. Matter of fact, you can change that. you can change it to 1 minute. I think there's several different. All right, so I'm going at 2 miles an hour, 0% incline. Swipe up, go to the square which shows me all of the active programs. Click on Peloton and let's see if it starts. So it looks like it's very similar to iFit. If you're away from it for too long, it will stop on you and it has to restart. So we did walking and we went all the way down to Salina Samuela and hit start. And we're going to fast forward the warm-up. There's a 4-minute warm-up.
And you're tuning in for your 30-minute power walk. Let's talk about our tread.
Let's come here.
Right into it.
Put on
right, we have our speed
closed
knob,
captions.
roll that knob forward, we go faster.
And we're going
Roll
to
that
fast
knob
forward
down,
for 4 minutes.
down. On the left is
Let's
our
see.
incline.
And here we go. We're doing our walking.
Shoulders are back and down. Nice and tall.
All right. There's your proof of concept, everyone. I'm running a Peloton app on my treadmill. I've got it going at 2. She wants to take it at 2%, the incline. So we'll do 3. And then we hit this down. Every time you touch one of these, it's 0.5. So we're going to go 0.5 and 0.5. So I'm at 2% now. How can I be sure? Swipe up. Come here.
3, 2, 1. Nice. Incline 0. Pull your speed back.
Come here.
It might just be a slight change.
It would be nice if you could swap back and forth seamlessly. But you know what? If I was NordicTrack, I would say if you have the gall, if you have the nerve to try to run Peloton on this NordicTrack, then I, for one, am not going to allow you to switch back and forth between the two. So you can't blame them. And as you can see, iFit got upset and stopped. Is it okay? Let's start iFit again. Let's make sure Peloton is still running. I don't want to stop that one. Yep, Peloton. Can you tell the picture? Can you tell the difference? I'm really close. It is really a really great quality picture.
So that you're ready in that power walk in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3, 5, 5, 0. Nice. So first
Okay.
that's a jog. Might be at a 5.0. In fact, I have
5.0.
had my jogs lit at
Nope,
5.0
I won't be doing that today. 2.0 is good for me.
Power walk of 5.0.
So I'm just curious. It should be at a 3%. It should be at a 2% incline because I hit 3%. And then I hit that down twice. Each time you touch this, it's 0.5 in either way. So let's see if that is correct.
Nice, you got 30 seconds
Whew.
here.
I'm tired already.
So maybe a 4.6 to a 5.0.
And 2.0, great. It's good. But I was away from Peloton too long. So if you want this installed, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to start iFit first, get your treadmill walking, and then go to Peloton, because Peloton's going to stop on you just like iFit's going to stop on you. So the great thing is if iFit stops, it doesn't matter because this is going to still continue working. The belt will still continue working and you'll still have control of the incline and of the speed. Let's swipe it all the way to the end, see what happens. It's a 1 minute cool down. 30 seconds, I can do that. And if you notice, it's a very, very clean interface. It's got a time left on the left. What happens if you hit that? Nothing.
10-minute warm-up walk or a 10-minute free-run warm-up on the floor.
So now you know that proof of concept. I'm still walking. I can speed this up to 3. And you can see it going faster. I could bring this up to I could bring it down to -6, and you can hear it going. And now I'll let you watch the end of this Peloton. I'll bring this down to 1. I'll bring this to 0. And you can tell, see?
And breathe. So bring your legs, stretch it out together.
I'm really close. Can you tell? This is a really good picture. This is an excellent picture. So there's your proof of concept, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
I got a 1-minute cool down that should be finished any minute.
Let's hang out on the side of the tread. Drop your left heel off the side of the tread so you get that top stretch. Again, stay nice and tall.
We will give Peloton the floor and let them finish. Again, if you'd like to fast forward directly to how to do this install, go into the description and it'll be right in the description. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Hopefully I got this to you in time where you could at least attempt the install, or at least let the person that you're doing it for, or for yourself, at least you'll have it. And then you'll be able to do it in the morning. But if you want to do it today, you'll have it. All right. A few workouts. And looks like I have 6 workouts and I finished it. Okay, cool. So now that I'm done here, I can swipe up, hit the square, swipe away, see if that's still running in the background. Obviously, come on, who will be fooling? There's no way iFit's going to allow itself to run while Peloton is running. But I don't want to stop this treadmill. I mean, I guess I could stop the treadmill. I just pull this and it's over and done with. But I wouldn't, out of respect for iFit, I'm going to allow iFit to come back in. I'll see how much I walked. My knee is hurting me. And then I will do the rest of this video in a stationary mode, so you can have the best picture and the best non-moving view, so that I could try to do this as quickly as possible, as easy as possible, so you'll see how easy it is to get Peloton on your NordicTrack machine. What kind of beer do you guys drink? Comment below. Let me know. All right. Let me hit stop. Pause. Stop. Ooh, I am so out of shape. My knee is really bothering me. I'm going to see a doctor once all this COVID-19 stuff finishes. 7 minutes and 31 seconds, almost a quarter of a mile. I burnt 29 calories. Well, let's go ahead and finish. All right, now on to the goodies. So, starting right now, if you would like to install the Peloton app on your treadmill or studio cycle, this is what you need to do. The first thing is you'll be going to privileged mode, so you'll actually have to get to your desktop. I've heard from some folks that they can get to the desktop without having to access privileged mode. If that happens, hey, that's great. But I had to put this into privileged mode. So for all of you that are watching this for the first time and don't know how to go into privileged mode, that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to get into privileged mode. Right? All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to access privileged mode using the 10-tap method. 10-tap method, what is that? And you probably have already seen this. Fast forward if you have. It's just tapping somewhere here 10 times, waiting 7 to 8 seconds, and then tapping 10 times again. When you do that, a little pop-up will come here saying that you're in privileged mode. Let's try it out. Ready? I'm going to tap along the side here because nothing's going to happen if I type here. Let's do it. Or if I tap here, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. 5, 1,000. 6, 1,000. 7, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you should see something pop up that says privilege mode to true. All right, so now what does that mean? That means I can swipe up and get these 3 shapes. I've got a triangle to go back, a circle to go to the desktop, and a square to show all the windows that are currently running. All right, I must have hit calendar by accident. All right, So the first thing we're going to do from the home screen, I already showed you, 10 times, wait 7-8 seconds, 10 times again, you're in privilege mode. We're going to swipe up and hit the circle. The circle takes us to our desktop. Now your desktop won't look like this. Your desktop is going to look like this. Let me show you. And look, I'm giving you all my secrets. Your desktop is going to look like this. So we will, for the sake of this, of these steps, we'll put that there. And you won't have any shortcuts on your desktop. I've shown you how to do that in other videos, and in the future I'll have one video that will show you how to do that as well. We're going to click on this circle with the 6 little dots in it, and that brings you to your desktop applications. Again, you're not going to have all of these, but the main one that we want is the web browser. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is, give me a second, I'm going to uninstall Peloton, and then I'll be right back so that I can go through the procedures again. Okay, so we're back. The first thing I want you to do is not go to the web browser. First thing I want you to do is go to settings. And from the settings mode, I want you to go to About Tablet. And you can do this from other places as well, but if you're following along, follow along. In About Tablet, it's going to, if you scroll down, it's going to show you what your Android version is. My Android version is 5.1.1. I need you to look at whatever Android version you have, because that's going to make a difference. If you have an X32i or a brand new X22i, you may have a newer Android version. I believe it's in the 7s, Android 7 dot something. But it's very important. Make note of what Android version you have, and we're going to use that later, okay? I have 5.1.1. Let's go back out. Let's go back into the desktop. I'm sorry, not the desktop. So now we're going to go into the browser. We're going into an APK site. We'll try APK Pure. APK Pure. And you should do these steps to watch any videos. In the search, top search, the green search for the white last more. It's search APK Pure. You're going to type in Peloton. Now we'll search. And yeah, Peloton home test. Okay, let's try it. So that looks like the actual latest and greatest version, because I installed it on my Android phone, my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. I believe that's the version. So let's go ahead and look at this version, because oh, I'm going to go with this. That's the XAPK, which is that bundle. Yeah, I don't need XAPKs. See, that's APK. So they're up there. So we're going to click here. I'm going to try to get the APK variant, not the. Actually, no, I believe they're both XAPKs. Let's try download one. If you've never seen this, this is my X22i, probably the X22i, possibly the X32i. You'll be downloading this one, this Army ADI version 7. This will work on the X22i. It won't work on the X22i. X22i is version 5.1.1. So that's how you manage to find the new machines. I'm going to download this. Actually, I'm just going to see this. APK. We can max. So download. Swipe up. Hit square. Hit circle. Go into here and then go into downloads. Alright, it's in progress. One second. What's going on? We're going to download. See the XAPK. It's not going to work. So I'm holding down and I'll click the option. So let's go back to the browser. I'm hitting the square. I'll show all the other program. Right, so I'm looking for APK. I'm looking for ways to unarchive that XAPK, but I'm not here trying that. Before I start going down further to it, an early version was the X22i, I believe, a version that's compatible with my Android version 5.1.1. From APK Pure, let's try APK Mirror. Because APK Mirror sometimes has different download options. Is it Mirror? Those are the address. Oh, I can't. I'd rather download from the actual site. That's why I download that. I work on Peloton. They don't use it version to the Google Play Store. Here. This is sometimes one reason I go download from these sites. That version there. Oh, that's Chinese here. I know. You get what you download. Again, so for my first attempt, I actually did back up the Peloton app from my phone, and then I emailed it to myself. Once I was able to access the file on my NordicTrack X22i, I tried installing it, but I had forgotten that my phone was running a much newer version of Android. And so when I tried to install it, it did not work. It was the very first of my failures. For my second attempt, I can tell you that it looked a little bit more promising. I went back and actually downloaded the APK bundle file, the file that I had told you earlier not to download. And then I used a program that I've used before, the ES File Explorer, and I actually renamed the APK bundle file to a zip file, so that I was able to extract from that zip file the APK file that I needed. And I actually installed it, and it worked. Unfortunately, when I tried to start the Peloton app, that didn't work. So that was my epic failure number 2. So for my third and final attempt, because it was getting late, I had to install software that I had never installed before and that I had told myself I didn't want to install. But after some research, I realized it was not a big deal. The rest of this video will chronicle those steps And I can tell you that I was able to successfully not only install the Peloton app, but actually get it to run. Okay? Now just remember, moving forward, the Android version that you had, because that will determine the steps that you take. All right, good luck. And thank you for sticking by me throughout this video. And you will be rewarded with a successful installation of the Peloton app. And hopefully this won't have caused you too much pain, because I can tell you that this took quite a bit of time. I think I'm on my 6th or 7th hour of trying to get this thing to work, and then having to do all the editing afterwards to get all of the footage together so that it would at least resemble a video that you can watch and not cause you too much pain. All right, let's move forward. If you are still with me, then you are one brave soul. If you would like to donate, no matter how small, it would be much appreciated. As a matter of fact, I'll make sure to mention your name in my next video. All right, enough of this. Let's get on with the show. So now we're going to go into the browser. This is the very, very first thing you're going to do. And I'm going to do something. If you recall, I said I was going to do something that I haven't done in the past. The first thing I'm going to do is go to Google. Oh, what happened? And from Google, or from whatever browser you're using, I'm going to type in Apk Pure. One word, Apk Pure. And search for that. And you should come up with something that says apkpure.com. Let's go ahead and click on that. You might get something like that. Not to worry. Again, this is an old browser. Here you are in Apk Pure, and we're going to search. The search, we're using the magnifying glass, the second one down here. That one is a different search. That's for search on the internet. So let's click on the white magnifying glass within the green border, and you will come up to here, and you'll click into the name right there, and you're going to be typing in the same thing, Apk Pure. You're asking yourself, why are we looking for Apk Pure within Apk Pure? What I'm looking for is the actual app. We need the Apk Pure app, and you probably, some of you may already know why, but you'll see why. So let's get the Apk Pure app. The first thing we're going to do, now you're not going to see this. I'm seeing this because I have several different programs that I've installed that I can use with this. You may not see anything at all, but if you do get a choice, make sure you just stay and open with the browser, okay? And you should see some, so there's an option where I can download it, but before we download it, we're going to look to see a little bit more information on this APK. So this Apk Pure is version 3.17.8 update. And if you scroll down, requirements, Android 4.2 plus. So that means this is good for all of us, whether you're running an X22i, an old one with an Android version 5.1.1, or an X32i that gives you a later version of Android. Or if you're looking at this, if you're looking at this and you have an S22i cycle, you should know what Android version you have. I believe that all of the cycles are at Android 5.1.1, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong, comment below, please, and let me know. So this is good. So let's scroll back up, and let's go ahead and download it. Again, you shouldn't see this, but if you do, just hit once, and it says it's downloading. If you wanted to make sure, you'd scroll up, go back into the desktop, and then go to downloads. And there it is, your Apk Pure. Now we're also going to get something else. You're going to have to excuse me. You see that other Peloton there. That's an old one. Let me go ahead and get rid of that, because that's not supposed to be there. Okay, so we have the Apk Pure, right? So let's go back, swipe up, go back into the browser. And now here's where things are a little different. Let's hit the back button here on the browser so we can get back to the main screen. Hit it again. I want the screen here where you're actually searching for something. And as you can see, we're back at searching. We're going to click in here, get rid of the Apk Pure. Let's back up until it's blank. And this time we're going to type in Peloton. Make sure you put Peloton. I misspelled Peloton the first time. There's Peloton at Home Fitness. We're going to click on that. We're going to scroll down. So this version here, 10171.494, I believe that's the one that's on my phone. I could be wrong. But we're going to look at it. So let's take a look at this version 10171.494. Let's click on it. Let's see what it says. So whenever you have a choice, I always download the ARM EABI version 7A, not the ARM 64 version 8A. This ARM 64 version 8A does not work, and I have to do some more research on it, but I believe this could be for a 64-bit environment. I don't know. I will. I promise to get you some more information on that, but I do know that the ARM EABI version 7A works. So that's the one that we're going to download. But if you notice, that says Android 6.0 Plus. So if you have Android something and it's at least 6.0 or more, then you'll be clicking on this. So let's go ahead and click on that. It's going to say come here like this, and it's going to give you the option to download. And once again, it's telling you 6.0 right there. We'll hit download. And it says it's downloading. And what did we say this version was? Let's go back. This is if you have an Android version that's 6.0 or more. This is version 1.0.17.1494. That's the version of Peloton. All right, the version of the actual Peloton. Yeah, so that's it. You'll be downloading this if you have an Android version of 6.0 plus or more. If you don't, and you're like me, you have an older X22i with a Android 5.1.1, then let's take a look at this one. This is another version of Peloton. It's an older version. And if you notice, these, it says it's APKs, but these are all XAPKs. They're bundles. And that's why we had to download the Apk Pure app, because it actually handles bundles. So let's click on this. This is, you're doing this only if you have an older version of Android. If you have the newer version, you don't have to do this. And if you notice, this is for Android version 5.1 plus. So once again, we will download the one that says ARM EABI version 7A. So are you all with me? If you need some time, just hit pause and keep going. We're going to download this one. There's your information. And right there, it says, right up on top, requires Android 5.1 plus. So we're good to go here. We're going to hit download. Okay. We're going to go back. And so remember, I have two different versions here. I have two different versions of the Peloton program. One starts with one has a 1.7 in there, one has a 1.6. Remember, the 1.6 is for Android version 5.1, and the 1.7 is for Android 6.0 and above. So it doesn't concern you right now because you've already downloaded Peloton. You've already downloaded the Peloton that you need. So actually, we don't need to do anything else here. We can X out of here, and we're out of the web browser. All right, let's go to downloads. See what we have. You're going to have Apk Pure, and then you'll have one of these Pelotons. You'll either have the 1.7.1 if you have an Android version 6.0 or more, or you'll have the Peloton version with the 1.6.8.9 if you have of an Android version 5.1 or less. No, a 5.1 or more. So in actuality, you could theoretically use the version 1.0.168935 for either the X22i or for the newer X32i or the newer X22is, or even for the S22i. I'm not sure what's on the S22i, what version. Again, comment below. Let me know what version you're using and what machine you're using. But why use that if you can use a newer version of Peloton if you have a newer version of Android? So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to install Apk Pure. Now, I hope you're sitting down because this is going to get you dizzy. Apk Pure is one of those programs that thinks it's running on a phone, and I'm not sure why this is, but it's going to look sideways. So let's go ahead and hit Apk Pure. And it's going to ask us, if you have an Android phone, you've seen this before. Do you want to install? It's going to get access to all this stuff. You know, sometimes you get worried, but we want to install this. I'm going to let this install so that you actually see how long it takes. Normally I would stop the video, but for the purposes of this first time, I'm going to let this install so that you'll see how long it takes, and then you're not worried if it's taken too long and there it is. Apk Pure app installed. It's done. Why did we install Apk Pure? Let me show you why. So now, because I have an X22i running an Android version 5.1.1, I would go to this one and I would try to install this. But it's not an APK, it's an XAPK. Let's try it. And I'm not going to tilt this, I'm going to let you read it. Because I have APK, it's actually trying to install it. So that's not fair. I wanted to show you. Let's hit cancel. So I've already spoiled the surprise. Whenever Apk Pure kicks in, it kicks in sideways because it thinks it's a tablet. So whenever you don't swipe up, you swipe from the side and then go back that way. So for the purposes of this video, once again, I'm going to uninstall Apk Pure because I want you to see uninstall. What would happen if you tried to install, excuse me, these XAPK files. So again, my Android version is 5.1.1, so I'm using this one. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to come up and say, did you see that? Let's try it again. Can't open the file. So it can't open these XAPK files. These are bundled files, and for some reason, it just cannot open them. I hope my camera it looked a little blurry. My apologies if it's blurry. So you need Apk Pure. That's why you need Apk Pure, because these are the only files that work. I've tried going in there, and if you've seen earlier in the video, I've had other unsuccessful attempts at doing this. So let me hit pause, and I'll be right back once I have Apk Pure back on. All right, we're back. So I have, as you can tell, I have Apk Pure, and I don't have Peloton installed. Let's go to downloads, and let's find the Peloton app that's appropriate for your version of Android. For me, it's the version 1.0.168.935. We're going to click on it, and because I have Apk Pure, this Apk Pure program is associated with that file extension, that XAPK. So when I click on that, as you know, Apk Pure will start. And there it is. And again, I'm going to leave it like this so you could see exactly what I'm seeing. Okay? This is telling you that this Apk, it's asking you, do you want to install it? So we're going to say yes. I do want to caution you, Apk Pure has an APK or an XAPK management. Oop, I must have hit something. It has a management tool. It actually looks at all of the software that you have, and it'll tell you whether or not an upgrade is available. You see this? So it's very possible that there are actually upgrades for all of these. My question is, before you try doing anything, any upgrades on any of these, you have to go check to see what upgrade that's for. So you see Netflix, it says there's a 4.16.4 build. But before you do that, you would have to see if that build is appropriate for your Android version. So once again, be very careful. All right, we're back. It says, if you look at it sideways, it says, it gives you the location of the APK file, and it's telling you, do I want to install it? So I'm going to click on install. It's extracting the APK file from that bundle. So this is a good thing. I remember one time this failed, so hopefully it won't fail this time. It says Peloton, and it says it's installing. So that's a good thing. Let me move back a little bit so you could see. This is all happening on my All right, that's good. Peloton, do you want to install this application? It will get access to. And just your typical things, and we're going to say install. So if you're following along, you should have gotten the same thing. It said installation failed. Did you see that? So that's okay. The very first time I did it, it said installation failed also. But if you notice, it extracted certain files. It said it extracted the APK. So what I did next time, if it fails with you, not to worry. That's to be expected. If it doesn't fail with you, then great. Yours worked better than mine. But if it fails, that's not a problem, because now we're going to come here and we're going to go to the version of Peloton that we want. So once again, it's very important that you understand that first failure is fine. Remember, we're extracting files and that's to be expected. If it worked for you, that's even better. Now we're going to find the one that we want, which is that one, the 1.6, and we're going to come down here and hit install. It looks like it's extracting it again, but this time around it works. It's almost as if the first time it sets it up and then the second time it works. So the very first time I did this, I was very frustrated. But if you know anything about computers, it's different. I would say it's different in life, but it isn't really different in life. Just because it failed the first time doesn't mean it's going to fail the second time, as crazy as that sounds. So we're going to hit install, and this time it worked. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, but that time it says it failed as well. So you're probably thinking, Nelson, you said you'd have this for us today, and yet you don't have it for us. So I'm going to swipe to the left, because I then go here, and then this is actually a good thing that this is happening. So rather than doing it from Apk Pure, I'm going to go back to downloads. And if you notice, when I hit downloads, it brought this back. So I want to actually close Apk Pure. Let's do that. And bear with me. I'm going to hit this square, and then I'm going to... So Apk Pure wanted to do the download. I don't want to do the download from Apk Pure. I want to do the download from the actual default download. I'm going to try this again. There it is. We're going to do this one right here. Or you might be doing a different one. Once again, it comes up like that, and we're going to say install. Once again, it's extracting the APK file. I wonder if it has something to do with memory, or if it has to do with, I wish I had a better answers for you. So the first time I did this, it took 2 tries for me to get this to install. So it's being very, very finicky. Finicky, is that the right word? Today. And installation failed. That's the 3rd time. Now that's why I'm glad I showed you the proof of concept. You know what? Let's try the 1.0. Well, I'm not going to try the 1.0.17. I know that's going to fail. So this is what I'm going to do. I can hit install here. Let's see what those 3 buttons do. So that it installs the APK, deletes it, properties, upload, and upload. So let's try doing the install APK from the 3 buttons. Let's try that. So hopefully you've gotten better luck than I have. And here's the funny part. I did a lot of different things the very first time. I did some extraction on my own. I extracted it to local files. I'm hoping that that's not what got it to work, because right here I need to recreate success. And this is what, the 4th time, and that failed. So let's do this. So if you're bearing with me and it's failed, if it hasn't failed for you, please comment below. I'm really happy to hear that. But I'm going to click on that. I'm going to try to get out of Apk Pure in its entirety. So this is the default Apk Pure. I'm going to swipe up, come here, and put it in the background. I'm going to go back to downloads. And once again, I'm going to go to my 168.935. We'll try to do the install. Once again, this is what, the 4th time, the 5th time? I'm a little bit bummed out right now because you saw it working. And I'm hoping that it wasn't working because I had extracted some files manually. But we will figure this out together. Install. It should fail. You'll see the failure right there. Oh, so that time it didn't fail. That time it actually brought back the main screen of APK, of the APK application. That's unusual. Does that mean it worked? You got me. So let's go ahead and swipe to the left because this is sideways. Come here. And if it worked, we'll have a Peloton app. And there's no rhyme or reason. I didn't do anything different. And I don't have a Peloton app, which tells me it didn't work. Okay. Oh, why did I hit browser? Now I'm getting razzled. Download. That time when you hit download, it brings up APK. We're going to try that one more time. Extracting the APK file. If this doesn't work, then I will talk you through the manual process that I did to get it to work. Again, I'm getting bummed out. I honestly don't know why it's not working. I'm wondering if it's because I have several things running in the background. Do you want to install this program? Yes. You know what else it could be? You know what I think it could be? Do I have unknown sources on? Let's see. So this obviously didn't work. I actually want you to see this frustration because it's important that you see that sometimes things just don't work. So let's blank this all out. We have a blank canvas. Instead of going to downloads and bringing it up, I'm going to bring up Apk Pure first. And then from here, if you notice, there's a home, there's a store, there's a community, and there's a me. And up here is featured news and videos. Let's come here to this 3 dots, the hamburger menu. In the hamburger menu, that's why. Okay, I remember now. I think I remember how I did it last time. So from the APK, the three hamburger lines, you have an APK management, app management, which tells you here, hey, look at this. You can update these. It's telling you, so before when I said that it was showing you upgrades before, what it was actually showing you were APK files that you had on your system, and it said you can install them. What this is showing you is that, this is what I was referring to, is that these systems, and I'm sorry I'm holding it sideways, I just want you to see what I'm seeing. These systems say that these specific apps can be upgraded. Again, a word of caution, you do not upgrade anything unless you know that that version works with your version of Android. So when you search, and if it does work with it, then you can click on that. So let's come here to download. Let's see installed. So installed probably will show me everything that's installed here. And as you can see, Peloton is not installed. Download. Download shows me everything that I've downloaded, I think. Oh no, download allows me to go download stuff. So I want to go back. Back is the triangle. And then APK X APK management. That's what I want. So let's see what's going on here. Let's give this a try. If this doesn't work, I'm going to actually try loading the new one. Because last time I remember I loaded the new one, it failed, and then I tried loading the old one. So maybe the new one has some files. So let's just try this one more time. For me, I'm going to extract and try doing this again. And again, my apologies. This is not what you were looking for. But in reality, this is good that you're seeing the frustration level that I had the very first time I did this. So it's getting the installation file ready. It looks like it's doing some installing. It's going to come up and say, do you want to install? Now, I thought it came up before and said, do I want to install? But installation failed. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to try to install this one, the 171494, because last time I actually tried installing this one first. This one should fail. I don't have the proper version of Android. So maybe you need this first. And one of these better work because I uninstalled Peloton to show you guys how to install it. This is an epic failure. An epic failure. There was a problem parsing the package. That's fine. That's what's to be expected because I'm running Android 5.1.1 and this was for Android 6.0 plus. So that's good. I remember doing that last time. So this definitely should fail. Now it might not have failed on your Android 7 point something. So again, if you've gotten success, if you've achieved any sort of success, please comment below, because I'm getting very anxious, and I would hate to put this video up showing no success, showing an epic failure once again. But it's very important to know if any of you have gotten this to work. So I remember this happening where it just stood there, just kind of like hanging, because remember, this is not the right Android version. So I remember pulling up, hitting stop, and actually hitting the square and closing everything. You know what? Maybe because iFit is running in the background. You know what? Last time I did this, iFit was not running in the background. Holy moly. Think about it. Why would it work if iFit's running in the background? It's probably taking up all the memory. So once again, if you've received all this frustration like me, close iFit. So now, how can I be sure that nothing's running? You can swipe up and hit the square, and it'll tell you your recent screens appear here. So nothing's running. So now let's try this. Scroll up, hit the plus sign. You know what? This is going to work. This is going to work, I'm telling you. Hit downloads. Downloads will bring up the APK. Oh, so look at that. That's actually very good, because Apk Pure was not running in the background. It did not bring up Apk Pure. So that's actually good. So what do I have? You know what? Even before I do that, let's go to settings and let's take a look at storage. See how we're doing for storage. Ooh, only got 1.96 gigabytes available. There's quite a bit of things here. Let's go to miscellaneous and see if there's anything that I could. So 456 gigs is being used by my ES file manager. No. So that's telling me that my ES file manager is running in the background. This probably is not going to happen with you. You probably already have success, and I'm just talking for myself now. But I can tell you right now that I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to, nope, cancel. I'm going to swipe up and come to settings. What I would do is I'd go to apps and make sure that nothing is running in the background. How do you see this? If you go to apps, it shows you all the apps you've downloaded. You want to swipe to the left, and it'll show you all the apps that are running. And look at that. So for me, I've got 3 sessions of ES File Explorer. That's a no-no. So the other things, settings, and this iFit Uru and the Bluetooth share and the Android keyboard, that's fine. I could actually even get rid of the Bluetooth, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and stop my ES File Explorer. Let's stop that. Let's stop all of these. It tells you, are you sure you want to stop? Yes. All right. So now I can get out of here. Again, this is great that you're seeing this. Go to storage. Miscellaneous still has 9.9 gigs. I'm going to, whatever, for me, ES Strongs, I know that's my ES file manager. So miscellaneous, I'm going to get rid of this, because even if by accident I shouldn't have gotten rid of that, I can always reinstall my ES file manager. So what do I do now? Let's see, let's try that again. Miscellaneous, click on that, and it should give, oh, there it is. There's a garbage can. So you won't have to do this. So did that work? Yep, it did. It got rid of all of that from my ES file manager. You can look through here. Apk Pure looks like it's using 49 megabytes. Let's get rid of that too. No, you know what? We'll leave that alone. Okay. Look at that. That's much better. That's much better. And my app's only using 1.5 gigs. Yours are going to be using much less. I really, really hope that you guys are commenting down below that it worked for you. So, okay. Swipe up. Back at my desktop. I'm going to hit my square, see if anything's running. Yep, that's running, and that's running. So now nothing's running. Come back here, go to downloads, and we're going to try this one last time. The Peloton 168935 for me, and that one if you're running an Android version that's 6.0 or more. Click it. It should bring up Apk Pure. It's telling me, do I want to install this? I'm going to say yes. It's extracting the file, and I believe it's going to work this time. Matter of fact, I believe it's going to work so much, I'm going to pull a beer out of this awkward cup holder. What do you think about the cup holders? They're very awkward. So I'm a little worried if it comes back up and says install, because I just hit install, and now it's going to come back and say another install. So it already said install, but let's go see. It says, do you want to install this application? You will get access. So yes, I want to do that. Come on, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. What do you think? Installation failed. Well, I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to post this because I'm hoping that one of you guys will have gotten this to work. But I'm going to post this right now, and then I'm going to go back to the drawing board and see why it's not working for me. And my sincere apologies. It should be working for you guys. If I can get it working before, what time is it? Before 10 o'clock, then I will post the success as well. But right now I'm bummed out. So wish me luck, and I'll be right back, hopefully. All right, I figured it out. I finally got it working. So let's go ahead and make sure, see if it works. Holy moly, that one really pushed me. That one pushed me to the edge. Holy moly, that one pushed me to the edge. So it's probably going to ask me for my login credentials again, because this is a brand new instance of Peloton. I'm telling you, this was it was frustrating, but it was a lot of fun. Yep. So we're good to go. All right. So let's go ahead and let's see what happens if I say get started instead of logging in. Okay. It's just asking me for my logon. So let's do this. Ready? So I'm going to swipe up, come here. I'm going to uninstall it so you can watch me uninstall it. See how it says uninstall right up there? I'm going to uninstall it. Yes. Whew-wee, that really pushed me. That pushed me to the edge. Okay, so what you're going to do, and give me a second, and get a swig of beer, because now I'm happy. That took a long time to figure out. I'm really glad that you guys stuck by me. Actually, you weren't here. I had pause, but you're still watching this, so you must have stuck by me. All right, let's go here. Now we're going to go to downloads. Okay. So sorry from that jump back. I just wanted to show you, because I had my ES File Explorer turned off now. I want to show you what happens when you click the download. This is what you should see. So when you click on the download that you picked, because remember, you're picking the ARM ABI version 7A. So this is the one for the older one. When you click on it, watch what happens. It comes up here, and then when you click on download, you should see right down here, it should say starting download. So that's what you should see, right? You won't see what you saw earlier with mine, because I had something running in the background. Swipe up, hit the circle, go back into here, and then go to downloads. And as you see, it's still downloading. Okay, so it's in progress. Again, the version with the 17.1494 is for Android version 6.0 and higher, and the version 168935 is for version 5.1 or higher, and it's done. So this is going to work. What was I doing wrong last time? You will never believe it. You will never believe it. This is why I'm really glad I work with computers, because I have the patience, I have the right sort of mindset. I'm also I was going to say a Percocet user, not a Percocet user. I'm a Provigil user, and I took my Provigil pill. I should have took it earlier, obviously. Or I should have took it later, because obviously I should have gotten this to work. But I realize now what I did wrong. So again, you're going to hit the XAPK file that's appropriate for you. That should start the Apk Pure. Did I hit it? Yep. It's going to say like this, install. You do not want to install. You want to hit cancel. Again, this is crucial. You want to hit cancel when you get this. All right. Now that you've hit cancel, you're going to come up here, and up here, you won't have 3 of these. This is because I've done this so many times. You're going to come up to the version that you have. You should only have 1 of these. And so mine, I'm going to use the 1689. If you're running an Android 6.0 or higher, or a 7 something, you'll hit on that one, the the 171. But I'm going to hit that. So last time we hit the install, we hit the install here. We're not going to do that. You're actually just going to hit the icon. Hit the icon. Watch what happens. When you hit the icon, it brings up a whole new window. A whole new window. And you have to do the install from this window. I'm going to keep it sideways so you can see what I'm seeing. And if you notice, there's a green install button there. That's the way you have to do it. You have to do it from here. So once again, let's go back. What did I do? When I clicked on downloads and when let's go back, because this is important. Let's get out of here. I'm going to skip that. So again, extremely important. When you're in downloads, you're going to click on the file that you have. You'll only have one. You're going to click on the Apk file. It will bring up the Apk Pure app. It's going to ask you, hey, you want me to install it? No. The answer is no. You're going to cancel. Once you cancel, you're going to go to your Peloton app. You should only have one of these, but I'm going to hit the one that says 169 because that's mine. When you hit the app, you'll come to a different window. Now watch what happens. You have an install button there. It's a green install button. Watch what happens when I hit install from here. It's going to do the same thing, the extracting the APK file. That's okay. Now this worked last time, so it better work this time. And then it's going to say Peloton. It says installing, and then it's going to go back to the to this. Now last time I did this, it didn't do this. It actually stayed in that interface. So this is a little weird, but that's fine. I'm going to hit install. This is not the way it worked last time, but hey, it looks like it's working. So what you might get also, instead of this, you might get that it stays in that interface, and you'll see this thing going up, 15%, 20%, 30%. And when it gets to 98%, that's when you'll get to this. What probably happened was I already probably did that once before. So not to worry, because either way, whether you stay in that sideways interface window with the red up here, and then it starts giving you a countdown, that's fine. As long as you get an install, and look how long it's taken. If it's taken this long, it's going to work, my friends. This is a great, 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 great day. And what I'm going to do when this works, just so you know that, because you might get something different, I will go back through and run it again, just so that you know what I saw the very first time. So again, remember, don't hit install when it first pops up. You have to hit cancel. You have to click on the Peloton app, and then you'll get that smile. Look at that smile, and boom. Unfortunately, Apk Pure has stopped. Hit OK. I'm not worried about that. You might get that, so that's a good thing. So if you get that, that's fine. Let's get out of here. So this is, like I said, this is not a science, but there you go. Okay, so I'm going to hit pause, and I'm going to do it again so that you could see exactly what you should see, because I didn't see it that time, and I believe I'm going to tell you why I didn't see it that time. I believe what happened was, and I'm just doing this for myself, if I go into ES File Explorer and go into Downloads, that's why. If you notice, there's my XAPK file for my version. There's the XAPK file for your version, and there is the other one that's built when you run it the first time. So if I'm not making any sense, if you notice, I'm not supposed to have a third one. So watch this. I'm going to hit pause. I'm going to come right back, and I'm going to do the install again. And this is the way you have to do it. You probably already did it, and it's working for you because you saw the numbers down here. But I'm going to show you exactly what you should see. So let me hit stop. Okay, just to prove it, I'm going to uninstall Peloton. Uninstall. Yep, I want to uninstall. Okay. So now you are going to see exactly, what's going to be displayed on my console is what you're going to see. Wow, this is taking me a while. All right, so we'll come in here. Downloads. You're going to see this, and remember, we are not, as much as you're inclined to hit that install, you are not going to hit that install. If it's sideways, that means you're going to cancel it. Oh, I'm just telling you. You're going to hit, you see here, the 1.6? I got a 1.7. The reason I had a third one was because that third one is the extraction. You didn't see it. But anyway, you're going to see one of these. You're going to hit the icon. You're going to get this new interface screen with a red banner. Maybe yours is different. Mine's red. Now when you hit install, you're going to see something special. This is what you're going to see. Watch. That's what you're supposed to see. So there it goes. It's actually extracting the file for you. That's what you should see. If you see this, then you're good to go. And you probably already saw it. So I'm just showing you for the last time because I don't know how long I've done this. That's what you should see. And I'm not going to edit all this out. It's very important that you see the frustration that I've gone through and all the different things that could happen. But this is supposed to be my job career field. This is what I do. I'm supposed to come through. I told you I was going to get you instructions on how to install Peloton, and I wanted you to see how frustrating this is. It's Mother's Day. I should be with my mom. I should be with my wife right now. I think she may have fallen asleep on the sofa. I told her I wasn't going to take that long. This should go about to 98%, maybe 99%, and then it'll switch over to a different, 100%. Now you see the install button? If you're fast enough, you can hit it, but you don't have to worry about it. Now it's telling you it's extracting it again, but it really is already extracted. And now it's doing the install, okay? Whew. And as long as you've got this, then you're good to go. So now you know how to install Peloton. While we're waiting for this, make sure you comment below, mash that like button, and well, you've already subscribed. Do I want to install this application? Yes. You've already subscribed, so. What I would like to do is ask you if you feel that you've got this installed and I helped you, I'd ask you to make a donation. If you look up to the top right, you'll see a little bar up there. If you want to make a donation, click that, or just wait to the end and then go to the description. It'll also be in the back at the end of the video. But if you'd like to make a donation, something as little as 99 cents, $1, $2, $3, $5, whatever you think is appropriate, I will make sure that whatever donation I receive, I will give you a shout out on my next video. Okay, so this comes here. It might say that it failed. It might say, it might come back to here. It'll say open. If you see open, then you're good, but you don't want to open it from here. You want to swipe here. You want to close this out. And you know what? Let's go ahead and hit the squares. Let's close everything out. Let's close Apk Pure. Let's close download. Let's close the browser. Everything's closed, right? So you could have had iFit running in the background. It wasn't that. And there's your Peloton. Let's try it out. This is what I look like in the dark. And I think I deserve a beer. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? Is that beautiful or not? Now, hopefully, before you started this, you have gotten your trial membership. Now, here's the deal. It used to be 90 days. I actually called Peloton. I didn't call them. I waited almost 30 minutes to chat with them. And they told me that the 90-day trial is over and done with. But it doesn't matter. You got a 30-day trial. Once that 30-day trial is finished, I'm sure you have another email. You'll get another 30-day trial. I already have mine. Let me log in. And then let's see if I can get this to work. And here we go. Let's try. You know what? I need some meditation after all that. Whew. After all that, I need some meditation. Let's go with Aditi Shah. Sounds like someone that would know meditation. This 10-minute meditation is meant to help you take a pause and reset during your busy day. It doesn't matter where you are, at work, school, at home, or even on a NordicTrack incline trainer. Take 10 minutes to cultivate your inner focus. And there you go. All right?
Hi, I'm Aditi. Welcome to Peloton Meditation. We're here together today for a Zen in 10. So
You've
10 minutes for us to come together as a community and
all right,
find
then.
a little bit of extra
Scroll up,
space, a little
hit that,
bit more presence.
hit the circle. I have iFit as a shortcut, but if you don't, you come here, you hit iFit.
Meditation practice is going to be grounding, because when
and thank you for sticking by. I thank you for having confidence in me.
split.
You know, I didn't think I was going to do it. I thought I was going to let everybody down. Let's see what, it's already past 10 o'clock.
So we're going to focus on
So,
a little bit more
my apologies.
into a space where we can get our feet on the ground.
I actually had fibbed earlier on and said that I had this already done and it was on the editing table. I just felt so bad. I thought I could do this in a breeze, and unfortunately that wasn't the case. I didn't do it in a breeze. Okay, well, you got it here. You know what? I'm going to celebrate by actually doing a Playa Samara interval run in Costa Rica, and then I'm going to switch it over and do the Peloton. What about that? Why not? Let's go ahead and do a Playa Samara interval run in Costa Rica with Ana Maria Ramirez. We're going to start the workout. Let me step off. It's going to come here. I'm going to hit accept. This way I'm nullifying NordicTrack from any problems that they might come. I can't sue them, obviously. They want you to say, yes, you accept all the risks. There's my treadmill. I'm going to start walking. I'm going to end the warm-up. Playa Samara interval 2.0. There I am on the leaderboard.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm your trainer, Ana Maria. We're here at Playa Samara in Guanacaste, and we're going to do a lot of work today. We're going to
Yes, we are. We're going to swipe up first, come here, and hit Peloton.
Over here.
Whoa, she sped it up.
We're going to be here for 5
Whoa.
minutes.
Whoa.
We're just going to take it easy.
Yes.
Start warming
Ooh,
that
was quick.
Warming up our body. And as you see, and if you can tell my broken English, it's because I am from this beautiful country, Costa Rica.
When I hit this,
So,
is it going to turn her off? Let's see.
As I told you a little bit on our first workout together.
So here's the great
our
part.
first language is Espanol.
If you hear her talking, you know that this is still working. I've noticed that if you come to iFit and you actually bring up a workout video, it actually doesn't fail like the manual workout.
And I'm going to explain you
Back here,
a little
Peloton,
bit of how the workout is going to look today.
whereas Peloton will fail.
So we're going to have 4 rounds, 4 minutes each.
All right. Well,
At the end of
by
each
now
round,
you're probably not watching the rest of this.
we're going to have a recovery walk for 2 minutes.
Meditation,
How are those 4 minutes of work going to look?
Zen in 10.
First minute, we're going to have
This should cut iFit off. Yep, it did. There you go.
Hi, I'm Aditi. Welcome to Peloton Meditation. We're here together today for a Zen in 10.
And there you go.
So 10
If you
minutes
stuck around this
come
far,
together
then you're a
as
braver person than I am.
the community and find a little bit of extra space,
Swipe up.
a little bit more present.
Look at that.
a
You've
way
got
for us to
Peloton
come home
and
within
iFit.
ourselves.
Now that's
Today, the
something
focus
you
of our
won't see a lot
practice
of.
is going to be grounding, because
All right.
when there's a lot happening at once, or when we're out of our normal routine, or we're just trying to put one foot in front of
Well,
the
you all
other,
have a
and
happy
that
Mother's
takes a lot
Day.
of our
I'm going to get this
energy,
loaded.
we can end up living
I'm
up
not going
here.
to do much
And so
editing.
we're gonna focus on
I will
bringing
have it up there for you all
a
to
little
see.
bit more
And what I will do is
into a
I will
space
edit it
where we can
once
get
it's
our
up
feet
there
on the ground
so that you
and
could
be in our
actually
body.
maybe add some sound effects.
We'll start by finding a seat.
Okay? And then I might come back here and
I'm
actually
sitting on one block.
do some-
and however feels comfortable
some,
for you.
some
If
meditation.
it feels okay, close your eyes. Otherwise, just look
All right.
down.
You all
past
have a
the
good
tip
one.
of your nose. Get
And we'll
yourself
see you guys
comfortable in
later.
your
If you
seat.
have donated, what I will
And
do
then
is I will
yourself
give you a
the
shout out in the next
opportunity to
video.
really tune out of
I'll
the
make
rest
sure
of the
that
world.
I put your
It's
name.
actually
Your name will go in my
your
video.
legs, and you're
And it'll be
turning
a big
focus
thank you
onward.
for you all.
Bring your awareness to
I want you
your
to know that if you stuck around this long, I'm also going to tell you that
Make this
I've
10
got
minutes
some
for
big
you.
plans coming up. I'm going to be opening up a Patreon account with different tiers.
And if
You'll
you
have an
like me,
opportunity
are
to
sitting,
join
whether you're on a
for as
chair
little
or
as
on the
$1
ground
a
or
month.
across.
And for that money, what do you get?
You might
You'll
be
get early
feeling
access to my
sorry,
videos. You'll get a handwritten letter. You get a whole bunch of things. There'll be a bunch of tiers that you could see. But the main thing is that you'll get access to all my videos. You'll get access to special videos that are only for people that are actually in those
But you're in the
tiers.
center of your
But eventually all the videos will be on YouTube, but you'll get early access to them. All right?
and allow
Thanks again.
yourself
If you haven't done already, comment,
Heavy, then down.
hit the like button, and obviously you've subscribed or else you haven't seen this. This will be available to the regular public. I'm not sure when. Why don't you put a comment below and let me know when I should make this available to the rest of YouTube, because right now it's only available to subscribers.
Feet are on the floor. Connect.
All right? And if you have any comments, I will try reading them and getting back to you. But again, thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day, and I really appreciate you sticking by me. Take care.
Down. Supporting.